What's up, you guys? Today, Bitcoin's been having a pretty good day, I guess. It's not quite back up to where it was yesterday. Sorry if my voice sounds a little bit funny. I've been sick a little bit. Uh, but it's a little bit over $12,000 right now per Bitcoin. I think it's gone up about 5% today. Of course, yesterday it was, that was 2 days ago. It was all over the place. It went from about somewhere around the $11,000 range, all the way up to about 14. But right now it's somewhere in the 12s. So anyway, the past couple of days I made a little bit of improvements to the rig. Of course, it still looks kind of ugly because it's just on this wood that I basically put together from some broken drawers. But it's on a little table right now. I actually labeled my GPUs. They're kind of in a funny order just because I'm using the, let's see, this is the ASRock H110 Pro BTC Plus, and it's capable of holding up to 13 GPUs. You can see all of those all of those unused slots right there. Sorry, but I just have these 4 on it right now. So, and then I also managed to connect them all together so that they don't, because sometimes when I move it in between rooms, they'll like tilt forward a little bit and it won't be connected. So I'll have to push it back into its spot since it's not actually held in place by anything. So this is just a temporary fix to keep them all together, to keep them all down there. Anyway, and over to mining. So I've actually done quite a bit the past 48 hours, I guess, since the last video. This is NiceHash. And the only reason I'm still on this is because somehow magically this seems to be giving me the best bang for the buck right now. I switched over to EthOS, which is the Linux distribution that's specifically for mining, for those of you who don't know. And I mined some Ethereum and some other stuff on there just to see what it would do. And then I switched back to Windows because it typically, it tends to deliver a little bit more just because of the drivers and since it's more universal. But so right now it's just on NiceHash, still mining Beam. You can see right there at about 160 sols. And it was up to a little over 10 USD per day. I'm thinking, because the sols also have dropped a bit, I think it was somewhere around 180. I've been using that fan to keep it cool, which is important. I've noticed actually a big change in the hash rate. It has to, basically the GPUs have to kind of either turn up the fans or turn down their power to keep the heat down. So with an external fan added onto those, it actually does help keep their hash rate up. So I recommend you guys try that if you haven't. Oh yeah, and I was just going to mention too that I actually downloaded some software to, I started mining Beam just on its own, but with like a batch file and with the miner executable file, but my speed was considerably lower. It was a little bit under 100 sols. Actually, it was, I think, somewhere around 93. So I was kind of surprised about that, which is why I'm back on NiceHash. Also, that charged, it was about 2% in fees, and NiceHash charges 2% also. I'd like to switch over away from it, but right now this is the best thing that I've found. So Beam, mining Beam with, let's see, I'll go ahead and actually stop this real quick just to show you how I had it set. So each of these devices, algorithms, there we go. So I just have the Beam on Gminer right now, and each individual GPU is about 40 sols. And yeah, so that's it. I'll go ahead and get back out of this and start that up again. So that's it. Let me know if you guys have any questions. I'd be happy to be a little bit more detailed about how I set this stuff up. Or if I missed anything, just call me out in the comments, I guess. If you don't mind, give me a thumbs up on the video if you liked it, and hit that subscribe button so you can see in the next few days what it is that we're doing to be as profitable as possible. Also, if you guys have anything that's more profitable for these 1080 Ti's, that's what I'm running it on right now, these EVGA GeForce GTX 1080 Ti. I've got 4 of them, along with the ASRock motherboard and an EVGA power source, which is 1,000 watts. If you guys have a similar build and you have something more profitable, I'd love to hear it in the comments, and then I could share it with everybody else too. So yeah, once again, thanks guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.